Well, it was a tough game, and when Salle came to play, their players came to play, and they fought hard. It was a hard-fought game, and we came back and played temple basketball and won the game.
Kaylah, for you, this is kind of your second game, just finding your groove after, not a slow start, but, like just kind of picking up the last two games. What has that kind of just been the process of? Like, what has kind of allowed you to do that?
I mean, just using my speed and getting to my pull-up against the basket, and not really focusing on the turnovers or the mistakes or other games where I didn't do as good. Just making sure I just keep playing my game, and whether it's on offense or on defense, getting steals from point guard. So.
Tarriyonna, you hit that huge three that put you guys up. Showed a region of excitement and emotion. Just what was going through your mind when you hit that shot? Got the foul call too.
It was definitely a shot that I needed because this whole season has been like an emotional roller coaster for me because I haven't been shooting the ball good or like I would in the past. So I definitely needed that to go in. I knew my teammates needed me to come through and make the shot as well. So I just focused on the basket and shooting the ball.
Why do you think you're just struggling a little bit? Is it just confidence in you, or?
Like I said, I haven't been shooting the ball at a high level. So yes, confidence, but I'm starting to get that back. It's not stopping me. I still practice hard. I still come to practice every day. I try to be the best leader I can be. I just try to do every little thing that I can. I know my time will come if I keep just putting in the work and just being a good leader.
Kaylah, it seemed like Tarriyonna provided you guys with a spark there at the end of the game. How instrumental was that in pushing you all forward towards that victory?
That meant a lot, like she just said, because that's our shooter. And so when seeing that basket fall, and then she got a mid-range jumper going too. I mean, just kept our energy going up. And we looked at the score, we were up, just kept us going.
I mean, a Big 5 championship. You guys are potentially about to play. Well, you are about to play Villanova. How does that feel?
It feels really good. It's a championship before the championship, so I feel like this is going to be a good test for us. And I feel like we have to come out ready to go from the jump. We can't have any more slow starts like we've been having in the past couple of games. And this is really going to be a good statement game for us.
Coach, I know you were big about just getting the Big 5 Classic in, kind of like how the men did last year. How important is it for you guys now to be playing the championship game?
Well, it feels really good, and that the history of the Big 5 championship is just. It was overwhelming for me when I first got here, but now for us to be able to play in that championship game, it makes me feel good because our team has really worked really hard to get there.
Any more questions for our student athletes?
T-Mac, you kind of mentioned that slow start that's kind of been happening most of the season. What's the difference maker today and just kind of getting out fast? And Coach Miles is constantly yelling to push. What has that been like?
I feel like we just never gave up. We never got in our heads, which allowed us to continue to keep playing the game. Because the game is going to be a game of runs. It's just how do you respond to the adversity when it hits you. And I feel like we respond every time good. We respond good every time. But the slow starts, we can't have those no more. And we're working on that and not let that affect us anywhere down the line.
Kaylah, this is a new season high for you. Do you feel like coming up with 15 at Princeton, do you feel like you're finally getting the ball rolling or you're finally stepping into your role?
Yeah, I definitely do feel like that. Like you said, I kind of started off a little rough, and so I feel my group coming in just feels good, and we just keep on doing the same thing.
Coach, how big is it for you to have just Kaylah coming off of the bench, right? You have to deal with everyone else, Tiara and Tarriyonna, and then next thing you know, right off the bench comes Kaylah. How big is that for your squad?
It's great because she's a spark plug, and we know that. We know she's going to come in there fiery. We know she's going to use her speed, and she goes in there and she changes the complexity of the game with her speed.
Any more questions for our student athletes? Y'all are good. Y'all can
Hi, y'all.
Coach, you can stay.
Yes, I know. I got you on that now, Brandon.
Thank you guys.
See you guys.
All right, now questions for Coach.
It seemed like there were a lot of sort of momentum swings over the course of the game. I know LaSalle came out and had a great third quarter after you guys had a great second quarter. What's the process of kind of recentering your team to enter the fourth quarter and say, new ball game, go on it?
Yeah, in so many words, I said that. But, they just have to, we have those slow starts. And then it's a game of runs, but we don't want it to be like that. We want some more consistency. And that's what we asked for in that third quarter. In fourth quarter, we asked for consistency. We cannot get down.
You've kind of mentioned throughout the season that you want to see more from T in the first, few quarters. And today, while she wasn't scoring as much, she was aggressive and attacking, and it led to, 7 assists as well. What is that kind of like for her to have a game like this?
Yeah, that's really good because, every team is going to, scout her and try to stop her. And for her to show different things today, the assist and, getting the ball and her defensive presence. So it gives us a different look, and then it gives our opponents a different look too.
With Turner scoring her career high off the bench, moving forward into the season, is she going to continue coming off the bench as that spark plug, or do you think you're going to start incorporating her into the starting offense?
Well, we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. I mean, she does well off the bench. She does well if she were to start too. I think she did start a game this year. So she is giving us that spark plug. Same with Rivera.
Jalisa has kind of had a slow start for most of the season, but kind of picked things up a bit today. What does that kind of mean for her to have a more a better game this season?
Yeah, just trying to get her to concentrate on the things she does well, and she rebounds the ball well. She can defend well, and so we're trying to get her to be locked in on the things that she does well.
With Tarriyonna hitting that big three in the corner, what's going through your head when you see her take that shot?
That T mac and cheese is back. So she came with the cheese today. So it was good to see her because I know she's been struggling, and I see it on her face all the time. But she's one of those kids that's in the gym all the time, and to see her get that three knocked down today, it made me feel good.
What do you say to a player that's struggling like that? Do you just kind of, especially someone like Tarriyonna who she knows that she's feeling down, do you say anything to her? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. Shoot or shoot. And the only way to get out of a shooter slump is to shoot. And we've still given her the green light to shoot the ball because I want her to be confident. I don't want to say, you're not making it, stop shooting. No, that's the worst thing you could do to a player. So shoot or shoot. And she shot the ball today and went in.
You've kind of continued to see big minutes from your freshmen, whether it's Tarriyonna or Curry. What has the kind of process been like incorporating them more into the just the lineup and how they got more comfortable as the season has advanced?
Yeah, our staff did a great job in recruiting some elite freshmen, and those freshmen come in and they contribute. And it's good that we're able to bring them in early so that they can get the reps and get the feel and get the flow of the game. And so when we hit conference, hopefully we'll see a lot of them on the floor with longer minutes.
Any more questions for Coach? Coach.
Cool. All right, thanks so much, y'all.
Thank you.